What's going on, guys, and welcome back to One Way Bay, where I am sitting outside the building that we put in last episode. And I asked you guys for some names in the comments, and I only got a couple, but I liked both of them, so I kind of merged them together. We are now calling this the Twisted Kane Plaza and Hotel. So basically what this is, I guess, is going to be kind of like a residence, apartments up top, and then hotel rooms down below. And then this whole plaza just has hotel and residencies, I guess. I mean, technically it doesn't have hotels, but I think we can just imagine it does at this point. So thanks for the comments, guys. Great suggestions. And we definitely went for it, and I like where we got with it. In regards to Poopoo Parkway, we had some overwhelming support to keep Poopoo Parkway as is. It's like a historical district. It is part of this town, and we're just gonna keep it. So I thank everybody for pitching in, and I think all the purists who watched this series all the way through probably appreciate Poopoo Parkway for what it really is. But yeah, that's that, and this episode might be a little shorter. I'm just getting over a little bout of food poisoning, so I'm not feeling 100% right now. So I might keep this one a little shorter. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do in this episode either. So I did do one thing in between episodes, and that was I added the next big building downtown. Yeah, it's this one. I actually had to delete a crossroad, and then I had to go ahead and put the building down, and I think it really came out pretty cool. There's a little bit of an incline here, but this building is built on an incline, so it's actually kind of cool. And then along the side there's a path, and then along the back side there's also a path. And I like this one because it kind of hides the little terrain, not mishap, but like the terrain hill slope back here, I guess you could say. So it really does connect it really well. I like how this turned out. There's trees surrounding it because you guys know how much I love trees. I have a parking lot back here for people to go ahead and park in, and then the rest of this is zoned as residential. I'm wondering if maybe I should just put a couple more parking lots right here to fill up this little spot. Maybe, I don't know. Do I have a small enough parking lot to do that? I think this one will work. And actually it does. It connected that up, so that's kind of cool. I just kind of wish there were trees back there, but right now I can't put them in. I keep forgetting to get the prop anarchy tool, and that would actually solve a lot of my problems that I have around here. So I need to remember to do that. But for now, I can't. So I'm just going to have to live with it and plant a couple more trees while I'm back here. Because, yeah, I don't know. I like trees. I don't really like how that turned out, but okay. Just delete those, but that looks okay. So yeah, I guess you guys are wondering what we named this building. And right now it's called the Woody's Wood Building. I want to keep it Woody's Wood because I feel like Woody's empire that he's been building up back over in Slumberjack Hill is really worth a nod, I guess, at this point. He's gotten a majority of these things over here are Woody's Wood possessions, I guess. Even this like lone tree right here is a Woody's Wood tree. He's already marked it. He's gonna tear it down one day and give it to our industry to produce something out of. Ironically enough, it might be a chair that goes up in Frank's Fishy Brands Tower, but well, that has yet to be seen. But yeah, for now, this is Woody's Wood Building. If you guys have a suggestion to make this funnier or whatever, I wanted to kind of make it more punny than it is, but I can't really think right now. But that's what it is. Remember to work Woody's Wood into it somehow, and yeah, we'll maybe rename it. I think Woody has something to say about this plaza in front of his building. I think at this point he's kind of pissed off that he can't see directly out into the ocean. So I'm thinking what we're gonna do is destroy most of this in here, move the hospital maybe down a couple blocks, and then keep this as maybe like a central park. I think we could use another park around here anyway, because I was looking at some of these buildings, and they are not near the top. I mean, they kind of are, but it keeps going up and down, and they need parks, plazas, good services, whatever, to upgrade, and they're just not quite there. So I'm thinking we're gonna need a couple more parks around here, to hopefully up their property value and hopefully get them to upgrade. So, I don't know. We'll probably do that in an upcoming episode. This episode, like I said, it's probably going to be a little shorter. I wanted to get something out, but I'm not sure how much recording I'm wanting to do today. But for now, let's just go ahead and zone a little bit more residential over here in the Springler Row district. And actually, as much as I wanted this to be a shopping district, it's turned out to be mostly residential at this point, which is kind of strange. Not exactly what I was planning, but we do need some commercial, and we actually did have some demand for residential, which is great because we are currently minus 45 per week, and we're just barely under the completion, the challenge completion of 55,000 citizens. And like I said before, once we hit that, we're going to keep going with One Way Bay because this city's got so much more potential. Look, Earlland isn't even done yet, and we haven't even started on this mining district back here. And actually, now that we have some wood going on in the city, we're harvesting our own wood, we should probably look at the the outports? Imports and outports? Yeah, let's look at the imports and outports of the city. We are importing still a ton of forestry. For whatever reason, we're just not quite getting the wood to the city. We're probably exporting some. No, we're not actually. We are definitely exporting a lot of goods and a lot of oil at this point, which is great. And the tourism is pretty divided again. I mean, we're still in the mid-wealth zone in terms of how many tourists are coming in. Wow, I just completely lost sight of that sentence. So yeah, you guys can kind of see how I'm not feeling great. But yeah, I don't know how to up this at all. Like high wealth tourism, how do we attract more wealthy tourists? I don't know. Do we have to put more zoning down in higher profile neighborhoods, or what's going on? Like, are high wealth tourists coming to the tennis club over here in Can Tights? I would assume they are, because I mean, who else would park at this weird angle without any regards for the safety of their vehicle? No one. I think only someone who would be okay with their vehicle rolling down the hill and like crashing into a house, and it's okay because they can pay for it. That's the kind of person who parks there. So yeah, I don't know. I look up at Industry Hill sometimes, and I just wonder how different of a city would this look if Industry Hill wasn't right there, you know? I mean, you look over at the city, and all you see in the background is just industry. Like, very polluted, gross, gray industry. Like, everything over here looks great. This angle looks amazing. But when you look at this angle, you just see this pollution hovering around the city. And it would have been better to put the industry back on this side of the hill, I think. Just because, in all honesty, this area down here probably doesn't care. Like, the industry down here wouldn't care about this poo-poo area. And then, I don't know, we could have put housing or something up in Industry Hill. But, you know what, it's there. I really don't think we're going to change it. It would be such a huge, daunting task to try to change that around right now. It just wouldn't be worth it. But, yeah, other than that, I think the city's turning out very, very, very well. Like, I think we have all of the high-rises that we can build in the stock game at this point. Actually, this cathedral could go in somewhere. This is a huge tower. I really don't know if I like the way it looks compared to the rest of the buildings, but I don't know. It's a taller tower, and it looks kind of cool. So maybe we'll tuck that thing back away, like back here or something. We'll just do something like that. And I don't know. At this point, I'm just trying to get all of these buildings to upgrade more. And I think if we just add a couple more unique buildings back here, it'll actually work. We also need to look at getting some more of these buildings like this art museum, and then the science center, wherever that went, and the opera house would be nice to get. Just because there would be some events going on, so we could really see what's going on with the Rush Hour mod. It appears as though there are still a bunch of people over here at the stadium who left their cars here. I don't know, maybe they're just parking here to go across the street to the row of 10 general stores. I'm not sure. I wonder if I could, like, I don't know. I wonder if you rename things if they just don't upgrade anymore. Let's actually check. We could probably check because we had Frank's Fish Stick Emporium. Although I don't know, I think it'll still upgrade. I just think the name will stick. I hope. Because I don't want to have to come back here and rename Frank's Fish Stick Factory every time it upgrades. But, oh well. Alright guys, I think I'm going to actually wind this one down here. It was really short. I'm sorry guys, I'm just not feeling great. But we should look at what we're doing next time in One Way Bay. I think what we need to do is definitely get some more residential going on. I think we need to try to figure out if we can get more industry in Slumberjack Hill. Maybe we should actually look at getting industry down here because it's in the foresting district. Although it's not in like a forested area, it'll be like the factories that produce the wood, like the lumber mills, I guess. I think unless that the foresting doesn't need that like additional industry buffer zone before it actually goes out to Industry Hill. I'm gonna have to do my homework on that one. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I'm just really happy with how everything's going right now. I'm sorry I couldn't stay with you longer. Hopefully the next episode will be back up to speed and we'll be ready to go. But guys, until next time, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for your comments and your likes and your dislikes. I just love to see how much you guys are involved in this series and in this city. But guys, yeah, until next time, I'll see you back here in One Way Bay. Stay tuned for that.